Maher, it's daytime. Lots of sunshine. Are you used to this?
I've lived here for 27 years. I've never been here.
Well, we're right near the Coliseum. Let me ask you about this story we're trying to get on top of tonight. This Republican, these gigantic Thanksgiving floats, these big names, like Donald Trump,
Right.
and then he's gone. And then, well, Huckabee's not a big one. But Sarah Palin.
Huckabee is a big one.
Is he a big one?
Absolutely. That's who the White House thought they were going to run against. That is the most talented politician in that party. Whenever I had him on our show, people would say to me the next day, I didn't agree with anything he said, but I liked him. He was also someone who could unite what I call the indoor and outdoor wings of the party.
Right.
Without him, they don't have that. They're going to have to nominate some just empty suit like Pawlenty with a frothing loon like Michelle Bachmann, because that's what they need.
That's the mix.
Right. They will have to unite the party that way.
They did that last time. It did well, didn't it?
That's right.
How do you put together the opposition party, Republican Party, a regular political party to the right of the other party, with an absolute protest, screw you party? How do you put it together?
You're talking about the Tea Party?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I thought maybe you meant the Democrats. Well, you don't is the issue there. I mean, the Republicans have done this now a couple of times. They did it with the Christian right, took over their party for a while. And then they have to sell out to them, and they wind up selling out to a degree where they lose elections. What I love about the Republicans, because I don't like them to win, is the fact that they have to win in Iowa. The nominee has to. Right. Iowa is a roach motel. I keep saying that. Candidates crawl in, but they do not crawl out. Because what you have to say to win over that crowd in Iowa, the Republican evangelical base in Iowa, it does not play in the general election. And that's what whatever candidate, and you see people, very reasonable people like a Tim Pawlenty, Minnesota, he's a very soft, right, mild-mannered guy. Remember he said that thing about, we have to take a golf club to the windshield of he compared the deficit to like Tiger Woods, his wife going nuts on his car. They have to say crazy things like that to win in Iowa. And then they spend the rest of the general election taking back what they said in the primary.
If you ask a person whether they believe in evolution, they consider that a curveball now. Right. The Republicans, because that's perfect for Iowa. Yeah, and if you say, I do believe in it, you're a dead man in Iowa.
Governor Chris Christie of New Jersey, who I'm talking about?
Sure.
Governor Lard. He's supposed to be the reasonable one. I'm from New Jersey. We're not the crazy people. He said this last week that he was not sure about evolution, and that we should.
He's running.
Exactly. Well, I don't think this time, but next time he's setting the table for a run there, because what sort of a country is this where you can't cop to evolution? Global warming I can sort of understand, although not really. If you read 3 Things in your life, you'd understand that it's really happening. But evolution, I thought we settled this with the Scopes trial.
Why do we my favorite question, Bill, it's your territory here because it's the craziness of these people, but why do we test our medical products on animals and monkeys and guinea pigs if they're not somehow related to us historically? Well, it would be an absurd test. What would they say to that?
I don't know what this is related to.
Well, because they don't believe in evolution.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm a PETA board member, Chris. I don't believe in testing on animals.
Okay,
so I love animals. I'm not that crazy about people.
Okay, let's talk about this. Let's talk about well, then you're perfect to talk about these guys. Donald Trump quit. Why'd he quit? Did you hear the reason? I couldn't get it.
I think because he got a whiff of the grape shot, as Napoleon used to say. I had this bet with David Letterman a couple of weeks ago that he was serious, and David said, no, he's not really running, it's just a joke. I think he really was running because his ego, I think, needs the White House. That's the only thing that can
That's the big one.
accommodate it at this point. But once people started to fire back, the White House correspondent center, I think that's what did it. He sort of started to understand that
incoming.
When you run for office and you shoot at other people, they shoot back.
Did you see his face? He didn't know whether to laugh it off or to get mad or to have a press conference afterwards.
Right. And of course, he's declared bankruptcy more times than MC Hammer. This was going to come out. All the things were going to come out.
We're going to come back right now. More with Bill Maher coming back from outside here in Los Angeles. More with him in a minute.